Hola, Home Trees. It's your host, Chris, Corey, and Donnie, and welcome to another Goodie Bag edition of the More Gooder Than podcast. On these extra shows, we reveal the movies for the next main episode, read your comments, listen to messages from the hotline, and do another segment of MGT Light where we discuss something from our week that has piqued our interest or something that we've been enjoying and just want to share with you. Cue singing. Because we usually sing at that point. So next,
I'm over here twisting my dials, and I'm like, "What is he talking about?"
Yeah, you twist your dials.
Yeah,
Twisted
my
your dials.
too.
pulling my knobs.
Yeah.
Twisting my dials.
Yeah. Don't mind me.
Don't.
Just twisting my dials.
He's actually doing it.
Yeah, literally doing it.
Yeah,
right now.
actually, I can't look over. I can't look over. So next week's main episode is a Patreon reward for Steven, the mother flippin' Galindo.
Lindo.
Mouth noises. And is titled Mild West.
Mild Wes.
What'd I say?
You said
I
West.
just wanted to make sure that you enunciated.
Did I?
That way.
I actually kind of stuttered.
Yeah.
I
No. So I felt like you kind of got caught on the word. So why don't you say it one more
know.
time, so that way it's clear for everybody.
No, I mean, you said it
Just say
already.
it one more time.
Welcome to the Mild West.
Mild Wes.
And he has chosen the movies Royal Tenenbaums, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, and The Grand Budapest Hotel.
And Casino.
No, and Casino. Hotel and Casino. You know there was gambling going on there. So obviously, all Wes Anderson films featuring the great Bill Murray.
Galindo's a huge fan of Bill Murray.
Yeah, big fan.
I feel a little bit bad because he originally wanted like a more Bill Murray centric episode, but we were going to do our anniversary episode with Groundhog Day, and he asked for Groundhog Day, but we were like, kind of something special planned for that. But
I would say though, under the circumstances and with that particular movie, we could do that movie again.
We just do it anyway. You know, man, hey.
I know that there are probably like 50% of the people that are home trees that listen to the show would just like, oh, they're doing this again, and just stop the episode.
Just like,
because we just,
gosh dang it, no more. Ah!
we just be like, rise and shine, home trees, and it's like done. No. Delete.
Whichever of your rinse and repeat movies is favorite. We can all agree. Once you've seen Tom Cruise's middle tooth, you can't unsee it. Corey, roll that foot. No, can't do it again. No, so yeah, so he was with us for the Bakersfield Escape Room episode, which shout out to them. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And he got to sit in and we said, hey, you were here. We were going to do yours or Thomas. Thomas, we're going to do yours soon. Don't worry, buddy. And so like, hey, you're here. What do you want to do? He's like, I know you don't like Wes Anderson films, Chris, but like, can you Wes Anderson films? Like, sure, man. Like, I don't like The Crow either, and we did The Crow. So
We'll do whatever the Galindo wants.
Right.
what the Galindo wants, the Galindo gets. Poppy like. So anyway, so Wes Anderson films, all of course have Bill Murray. Of course, he could have just said like, "Oh, I want to do Owen Wilson films."
Oh, Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe movies.
Yeah. Or Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum movie. Oh man, the Goldblum was loose in these movies. But anyway, Steve, thanks so much, man. We're gonna call you the Steve Zissou Galindo from now on. Zissou. So
Steve Z.
Steve Z. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Papa Steve.
I want you to call me Pappy. A Twitter poll was ran for last week's Buckle in That Swash episode. And unsurprisingly, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
How about that?
Yeah, but only 50%. We've had higher percentages.
Huh.
So
What was the breakdown?
Yeah.
so Cutthroat Island came in at 35%, which I still think people were trolling us on that one.
Yeah.
And then Captain Blood at 15.
Because nobody's seen it.
So and that is it. But
It's basically just Donnie and his mom were voting for it.
you'd be surprised actually. So Curse of the Black Pearl is just the one that everyone has seen.
Yeah.
Because it spawned.
And we can all
the one
agree
that
that
everyone
it's
should see.
It's a fun, good movie.
Yeah, we had a good time. But so Steve from Everything I Learned from Movies, Patreon supporter extraordinaire, he said there should be 5 of these movies in Cutthroat Island. He wants 5 sequels to Cutthroat Island.
Yikes.
Let's say that you keep all of the same characters, but you get a different director and a different writer in there.
Yeah.
So we get Wes Anderson in there. Get a nice soundtrack.
Cronenberg.
where like you watch the scalping part.
Yeah.
That's what you really got with a Cronenberg. Okay, let's keep doing this.
That's like a 15-minute scene.
Yeah, okay, Cronenberg. Okay, let's say that
David Lynch.
David Lynch. Okay, you wouldn't know where the scalp came from. It just would be there. And then there'd be like really creepy like electronic music. Yeah, that's good. Okay, do another one.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. It'd be the exact same movie, but all characters would be played by Johnny Depp.
And it would be scored by Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman. This is fun. I like this. This is really good. Okay, so Ghost Andy on Twitter, new Twitter person commenting. Captain Blood is so very good. It makes my heart hurt to see it not getting the votes. Flynn and de Havilland are electric on screen together. If you have never seen it, do yourself a favor. So Ghost Andy shares our opinion.
Ghost Andy could not be more correct.
Ghost Andy you're his spirit animal now. So, and then Spencer Scott Holmes on Twitter, he says, Captain Blood is one of my all-time favorite films, but most people wouldn't know a 1930s Errol Flynn classic, so I understand why it doesn't get the love and the votes. Which, yeah, I mean, like, for sure.
Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it. Paul from the Varmints podcast, of course. Paul, congratulations on being nominated for the Discover Pods Awards. That's great, man.
Cool.
You totally deserve it. I've been geeking out over all things pirates since I was 10 years old, and I've never talked back to a podcast so much in my life. So, Paul lives in Florida, so it's just rife with pirates there.
Yeah.
Just everything is like it was founded by pirates, basically, right?
That's where the Bucks are from.
Everybody the Bucks. You're right. Yeah, they're still buckling that swash. Yar, matey. Them Titans, though, right? Them Titans.
Yeah.
So the Bad Reception podcast, of course, we love Morgan and Mike over there. What's with the Gina Davis hate? The Fly, Beetlejuice, A League of Their Own. She's an American treasure. Plus, she's an Oscar winner. I must respectfully disagree with your assessment. I looked it up. She's an Academy Award winner.
I did not know that.
For Best Supporting Actress in the movie The Accidental Tourist.
Huh.
Yeah, it's with... who
knew?
Yeah, who knew? Who knew?
A lot of people who love Gina Davis.
I got nothing
Yeah.
against her. I mean, I asked the same exact question on that episode to you guys. Like, what's with all the Gina Davis?
Because she's really bad. She's the Kevin Costner equivalent.
I would say Cutthroat Island was definitely a low point, but she's not a monster. There are worse humans on the planet.
Well, yeah, but we complain about that. We do not speak their names.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Anyway, so I mean, shit, there you go. I don't know. Gina Davis hate. So it was very prevalent in it, and so we got called out on it. But I stand by it. I think she's horrible.
Oh, you guys were spewing venom.
I'm only judging this movie for this movie, and it was bad. Like maybe she's great in Beetlejuice and what other movies she's in, but
maybe she's great in Beetlejuice. Have you not seen Beetlejuice?
not really. Like I'm familiar with parts, but not really.
It's been a very long time since I've seen Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I would have been a child when I saw it last.
Yeah, Elise hates that movie. It legitimately freaks her out.
Yeah.
So I've tried watching it, but then
Is it Tim Burton?
yes.
Because it feels like it, but like good. It's good though.
Johnny Depp's in it. He's just like he's part of the background. Helena Bonham Carter's not in it too. Wow, what's going on, Tim? It's before they met.
Before he developed his formula.
Before the family.
When
became
Tim
a
met
thing.
Johnny. I love it when your face, the little crinkly nose thing, but when you smile, it's really romantic. Film Grouch, remember he's the one that wants to wear your skin.
Yeah.
Never watched Captain Blood, but now you got me pining for it. So I put out there on Facebook and Instagram and everything your pirate name, and your pirate name is the first word in your favorite band's name.
Yeah.
Plus your middle name.
Mine's not that good.
What's yours?
Tool Corto.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Or what if it's a perfect circle? So is it A Corto?
Well, then you need to be perfect.
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 Curto.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
That's
That's
what your
good.
pirate name.
Yeah. So yours is Pixie Johnson, right?
No, yar, I be Radiohead Lee.
Well, it's just Radiohead's one word.
Yeah, Radiohead
Well,
is
just
one
do
word.
radio.
So he would just be up there, just super chill. Radiohead Lee, Yeah, he's really good, but like he's not for everyone. But he's really talented.
Critically acclaimed.
He does that one thing really well, but everything else is just kind of mediocre.
Have you heard the cover by his friend Sia?
Yeah, people who mimic his work are actually better, but
Man, what's with the Radiohead hate?
No, I like Radiohead. I was
actually going back to Pixies one.
Yeah.
There's like one Pixies song that I was.
No, I know.
I was going off of his name.
But so some people would chime in. I thought a lot more people would chime in on this, but I think people were just like, well, I don't want people to know what my favorite band is.
Or they don't want to know what the middle name is.
Yeah. So Billy over from the We Watched a Thing podcast, love those Aussies over there. Math James. It's not very fun. I'm trying to think, what's the band? Math?
Is it like just like the genre math rock or something?
It's just Math James. And the other one is Tool Hugh. So he says, that sucks. So he said the same thing.
He's on my crew.
Yeah, he's on your crew. Yeah. My favorite so far has been from the Busted Mental Radio on Instagram, Queen Richard. He says, also my drag name, I guess. And then Greg from the Chomp and Klein podcast. I love that show. Steely Gregory.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one, right? Yar. But I just really thought more people would do that one. You just never know. But I put in there the campaign slogan. What was that one? Did you guys see that?
No.
I stole that from someone else. This one I made it my own.
What's the campaign
It's like
slogan?
your last name plus the last text you sent. That's your campaign slogan. And there were just hundreds of them. So I know I'm going to pull mine up right now. So my last text was to
Mine's pretty good.
Brayton. Gonna let the content upload while we do that. Smiley face.
Mine was to you guys in our group text. Car, I can do that.
That's good. That is really good.
Mine is Sasso. It's pretty old at this point, dude. I would just toss it.
That's really good. I mean, that is, you know what that is? You need a bold, fresh face in there and everything.
Yeah. It's pretty old at this point, dude. Just toss it.
Just toss it.
Put in Sasso.
I'm new. I'm the new blood. And Donnie's like, yeah, I can do that. Mine is apparently I just need new content uploaded. So, but I thought that was
Get
really
that
fun.
stop sign fixed on the corner that's dangerous? I can do that.
I can do that.
Kill a man? I can do that. Vote car.
Vote car. I'd vote for you. I penciled you in for secret government installation.
I did not win.
I know you didn't win, but I did pencil him in. Yeah. So I wrote him in.
Yeah. The guy who did win heard about it, though, so now I'm on his shit list. So thanks.
Hey, I heard you got one vote that didn't count. So
Gonna remove you as a threat just in case.
get out of here from secret government installation. Yeah. I'll vote for you next time, buddy. Right. Don't worry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll
get him next term.
Next time. We got something from the hotline.
Hotline, yeah.
No, when that hotline bling can only mean one thing.
What do we got?
All right, so voicemail number 1.
Friends next door. Oh, wait, I thought you were doing it together.
Mike and Morgan. Hey, what's up?
You might be a star tonight.
Let that
Let's go.
Are you just gonna take it?
I thought we were singing together.
I know. Fighting. Mommy, Daddy.
Go ahead.
You're the red, white, and blue.
The funny things you do.
America. Yeah, those are high. America.
I like how well planned out this
Mike and
is.
Morgan has bad reception
Well
podcast.
rehearsed.
That's our new intro.
Just calling to let you know that we're petitioning to have Morgan shoutouts be a regular segment.
Uh-oh.
Also, to let you know that we're pulling our funds together and we are now officially 4th tier.
Oh,
patrons.
shit.
So watch it out, guys. We're gonna take you all down with
Wow.
a sweet, sweet rap.
Wow.
The bad reception as a group is a 4th tier patron.
So,
Nice.
okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Awesome.
That's great. So, Morgan, me and Elise were on their show.
Okay.
Yeah, we recorded an episode with them. We did, and it aired. So let's come down with it. So a week and a half ago. But we did Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, which is a late '90s Saban produced. They do Power Rangers and stuff, and it looks like it's done by Power, but like it was a live action Ninja Turtle TV show.
Interesting.
Did you know that existed?
I
didn't.
Yeah. So it's on the Netflix.
Cool.
Anyway, we had
So
a
you guys review the entire series?
No, no.
Or just
So
took an
they-
episode from it?
They usually do the pilot unless there's like an episode
Like
that's
a
like
pivotal
Yeah,
episode.
they're like, oh, that's my jam. So most
The one where Leonardo dies.
Yeah. Or where Donatello gets a sex change.
Yeah.
yeah, becomes Donatella, and they
Sorry, gender reassignment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, sex changes
Yeah.
is 80s vernacular.
what else, man?
That's when the show came out, so that's what
Yeah,
they said
I know.
on it.
But anyway, we had a blast. And Elise said, and I said, "Oh, baby, you were kind of quiet." She said, "Honestly, I just try not to laugh." Morgan is so funny, and she yells at Mike constantly. It's very funny, and they're just really good together. Do you ever listen to the show? I Was There Too. Remember, I used to talk about it a lot.
Yeah, you've talked
with
about
Matt Gorley.
I used to
That's
subscribe to it, but
that's
I
what
had to,
Mike
I had to
that's
call
what-
it.
Well, they stopped being regular.
Oh, really?
The second a show stops being regular, and they're not doing seasons.
Fiber helps.
Dang it! He said it faster than me.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
That's 40-year-old Donnie right there. Fiber. But they, the fiber just got through. Anyway, that's what Mike sounds like. He sounds just like Matt Gorley, and I love it.
Well,
So,
since they went to tier 4, like as the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
based on that voicemail, they'll be able to coordinate their choices really well, I think.
super well. But so Mike and Morgan, yeah. So hit us up. Tell us what you want your movies to be. Probably get to it in January. Is probably when was probably the next time we'll get to it because we still got to reward Thomas.
Yeah.
and
We got pretty much our schedule planned out.
schedule's planned out for the rest of
the
summer. But thank you so much. So yeah, you'll probably start off the year. So we're really looking forward to those. Also, do you guys want a dice bag? Because you qualify for a dice bag. Morgan,
You qualify for a free upgrade.
free upgrade of a dice bag.
Just pay a nominal fee of shipping and handling of $15.99.
If you don't want a dice bag, I will mail you something.
Actually, if you let that out a little, she can put that over her husband's head when she needs to transport him somewhere.
If you use the big one that you got from Angie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You probably fit a whole person in that one. That's huge. But anyway, Angie, nice dice bags. That's what they're called. Nice dice.
Nice dice bags.
Nice dice bags. Hey, it sounds like London.
All right, we're going to do a shout out song.
I mean, so second shout. So the Morgan shout. Here's the thing: is she's not lying. The Morgan shout has become
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you, we did do a Captain Morgan
We
joke.
did. I was going to say it as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So because
I said it on social media that we totally missed an opportunity to do a Captain Morgan.
And then we listened-
But I said it as we were talking about it. So it's like,
Yes.
all right, hey, I did say it.
yeah, did it. So shout out.
Maybe by like not thinking you'd done a Captain Morgan joke, you were just a little rum dum. Boom! I'll see you guys later.
Bye, Donnie. Bye, buddy. Teenage Mutant Bad Reception. Teenage Mutant Bad Reception. Teenage Mutant Bad Reception. Morgan and the Michael. Turtle Power.
There it is. You did it.
In the episode we talked that we need to have Teenage Mutant Ninja Tortoises and have it be desert themed, like all Western.
Oh, dude, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
They said that. Don't say that. Like we want to produce that. I know it sounds like fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything like so. Like you have like guys, like one of them's wearing a sombrero, and then you have like the different colored hats.
Yeah,
and
different colored
everything.
hats or kerchiefs around their neck.
The-
different colors.
That's-
And then,
so that yeah.
there's like one guy's got a shotty, one guy has like pistols.
The Shredder is like a
Another guy's a
sadistic
pickaxe.
border patrol agent.
I would say he's gonna be the barber. He's just with all the blades. Shredder. Yeah, border patrol. Yours was more topical.
Yeah.
Mine would be that it'd be
Yours was a little more literal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mine would be and it'd be played by Johnny Depp.
They got like thick green mustaches. And they're all a little bit different. Like one's like a handlebars, one's like wax curled.
And they're all painted on because tortoises don't grow hair. My tortoises are hibernating. They've been asleep since the beginning of October.
Yeah.
So yeah, about like October 10th, which is it's like clockwork. It's crazy. Like it just that biological clock is just like on it, and then they'll wake up end of March, early April. That's been something that's been a little different. Like their wake up time is just totally dependent on the weather.
Yeah.
So
as a child, we had a tortoise. I had it for a couple of years, and then my dad dug a hole for like a hot tub, and and then it went into hibernation. We just weren't really paying attention, and then he like gun-eyed the hot tub, and he never came back. So we think he got buried under the hot tub.
I mean, yes.
That's a downer,
Yeah,
right?
It's a big downer.
way to bring it down.
Brings you down a little bit. I miss the
Tortoise and a half shell. Tortoise power. And we totally just steal the theme song. We don't need to write a new one.
Who has the rights to it anyways? Like,
I don't know.
who would
Saban?
pay? Yeah.
I think no, Michael Bay. Oh, but anyway, this turtleneck mutation, obvious, like everything that Michael Bay took for the new movies is totally straight from this.
From that show.
Like it's just straight up. Like instead of doing just that their eye masks, like he does like bandanas over the top of their head. Like it's really stolen from, like he just loved this TV show.
Yeah.
Michael Bay. Yeah. All right, what else we got?
All right. Voicemail numero dos.
Hey guys, I called to weigh in on the
Sorry.
sleeping with your door
So
open
sorry.
or shut issue. And
It's not even an issue. There's no debate.
I've tried so hard to be on team sleep with your door shut, but tonight I tried to because I was trying to be like conscientious and like I saw that thing about the fire, it stops your room from burning to a crisp faster than if it was open or slower than it was open. And I took like 2 steps towards the door and I just could not do it. I have slept with my door open for so long. I feel like if it's closed, then like there might be someone out there. But if it's open, like I'll be able to see them and hear them and
On the
get them
contrary.
Because you're
before they
super
get me.
alert when you're sleeping.
So I'm team sleep with your door open. And so I remember Donnie as team sleep with your door shut.
Yeah.
I don't remember what everyone else was.
Because the
but
killer has to now
I kinda
open
wonder,
it and
now
make
I'm
noise,
curious of
giving you
what other
time
people
to wake up and kill him.
sleep with their door open or closed and why.
We sleep with it closed and locked.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry. Gosh, I hate to bring this to you. There's definitely a killer in your house right now.
Yeah.
Like door open, door closed. I don't know.
Or maybe Sarai is the killer and that's why she's not worried.
I told you why I keep the door open is that we listen for the girls. And that's really what it is. They don't.
You get a monitor for that shit.
You don't do baby monitors for second graders. My oldest has slept through the night without fail for how old is she? She's almost 8. So 5 years. And like out. Doesn't wake up. Doesn't do anything. Like she's out. Youngest, she got in a bad habit lately of getting up and walking around the house. And I don't like that. And so I can't, we have an alarm system and everything. We have motion sensors, but I can't turn the motion sensor off now on because she'll wander around.
Is she awake or is she sleepwalking?
But she's done both. She's slept walk and she's been awake.
Wait, you don't crate them at night?
I do crate them. I do now, and I hit them on the
You gotta
nose.
train them early.
Yeah. No, but so she slept through the night. So she'll be 6 soon. I mean, she's been sleeping through the night 2.5, like no problem. Just like night night, baby, and then she just goes down. But I just can't mentally shut the door on them. I mean, like I will shut the door.
So it's more metaphorical for you.
I can't figuratively shut the door on my daughters.
and I can't literally shut the door on them either. No, but like if like I'm home alone tonight, the door's gonna be shut. Like I'll shut the door tonight, but like I don't.
If
have a
I'm
kid.
ready for bed and I'm like settling down and Melly's out in the kitchen, too bad. The door's shut and locked. She's on her own until dawn.
No entry.
Door shuts and locks at 9 p.m. You better be inside.
No fruit cup.
If you're not back before curfew, you're shit out of luck.
So there has been, and this is horrible, and I actually been thinking about just like camping at night outside to find this, but apparently somebody has been going around tapping on windows in my neighborhood, and they think he's like a vagrant that's like living out in one of the forests that are around here. He's not stealing things. He's not trying to break in, but he's tapping on windows.
He's not a very good vagrant. Like, you're doing it wrong, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's just, but anyway, that's the worst thing ever because like I hear noises at night and just like it's hard for me to shut my brain off. I know, right?
What's the folklore beast that taps on the windows? It's a skinwalker, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it's a skinwalker that taps on the windows.
Do you see, is like during the day, do you see like a black dog wandering around?
I mean, yes, but you've also seen him too.
Yeah.
He's a good dog. He's a good boy. He's just a sweet boy.
He's a skinwalker though.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, so there is a guy that's been tapping on windows, and we called the cops, and like they've been patrolling a lot more. But like, if I saw somebody tapping on my window and I didn't know who they were, I would lose my mind.
That's dangerous in Bakersfield. You're going to get shot.
People have guns here. That's what Elise said. She says, "Why do it out here? Everyone here has a gun."
Yeah.
I'm not even a gun owner, and I have a gun. Somehow. That's just how it works here.
You know what? In Bakersfield, since we're the Texas of the West Coast, they give it out at like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
So, do you want the sweet and spicy, or do you want a gun? I don't know. Anyway, Sarai, I'm team door open, but I have kids. But if I don't have kids, it's door closed. That's just how it's. Yeah. So
I'd brick and mortar
Kids are
that
not
shit every
door
night if
closed.
I had time.
you just have the little slit like they would do in medieval times.
Yeah.
Where like you can feed, but they
I've
can't
got
come out.
get the
And then
murder
you find out
holes.
the intruder was on your side of the wall. Then you got to undo it.
Of
He uses his
course.
Chick-fil-A gun.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Yeah.
You know, when that hotline bling, it can mean only one thing.
Haven't heard from them in a while.
Well, their place was underwater, so there's
And this time of year now, it's under like 10 feet of ice.
The White Walker.
not even snow, just straight up ice.
Yeah, just solid, frozen.
The glaciers move in. They're fast, you know. Glaciers are
They recede in the spring. They go back
the
up.
glaciers are known for their speed.
They'll sneak up on you. Their speed and their
Better
stealth.
shut your door so they don't sneak in.
They're stealthy. You know what's terrible is the girls watch this Tinkerbell cartoon and that joke was made. So I just stole a joke from Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell. Oh, glaciers are stealthy.
All right, caller number 3.
Okay.
That's right. I know, right? David, what's up, buddy? Nothing. I'm just driving my car, Greg. Hey, guys. This is Tampa Klein calling you from the end of our boys' weekend, where we took Michael Knight on a little tour of the Mid-Coast Maine
It's a Funko
area.
Pop.
Absolutely. It was absolutely stunning. It was beautiful. We drank scotch. We made lemon chicken. We made love. Greg, hang up the phone. Oh, sorry. Hey, Dave, remember that one time that you gave me the... Greg, hang up.
Oh no, we lost it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
got
it.
Cut off.
So they run the Knight Rider podcast. They had been doing MacGyver. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
Like Dave and Gray. Anyway,
They say Maine.
they live in Maine.
They were probably consumed by a Wendigo at the end of that call.
I mean, don't go down that road. They went. That's it. They just came back from a road trip.
Yeah.
they went down
They
that
went
road.
the wrong road.
But they have a little Michael Knight Funko Pop, and they took him along on a trip. And everything's pretty funny. But
That's funny.
Awesome.
honestly, they're very active on Instagram. Their road trip looked beautiful, and they have been talking about the squirrel apocalypse. That like there are so many squirrels in Maine right now that I forget if it was Dave or Gray, but they count. They had a 10-mile drive and then a 10-mile back, of course, round trip, and so they wanted to count how many dead squirrels were on the side of the road just from being hit.
Yeah.
and he lost count in like the first mile. Like it was just like
Too many, huh?
strewn about, just the
A road
corpses.
paved in corpses.
just like just bumping over them.
Hey, some people like cobblestone. Me, I'm a flattened squirrel road kind of a guy.
You know, it keeps the it keeps the heat in.
Yeah.
So those glaciers don't sneak up on you.
No,
I wonder, like, I'm going to put my conspiracy theorist hat on right now, but if all the squirrels have converged on Maine, maybe they've shifted the earth off its axis, and that's why we're having this crazy weather.
Freaking squirrels, man.
Jeez.
Greg, Dave, get on that, man.
You just get out and drive.
Just drive. Shut up and drive. They sent me the car. The kit bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent me that. So yeah. Am I boring you? Am I boring you, Corey?
No.
Okay. I know, it's sleepy.
Out of it today.
It's a late episode.
Yeah. That's all the voicemails.
Nan's Corner.
Nan's Corner.
So pour yourself a nice glass of sarsaparilla. Sit in a rocking chair. Cuddle up with a nice blanket. Because it's time for Nan's Corner. So she loved our episode, the Errol Flynn episode.
Cool.
That's what she's calling it.
She's just calling it Errol
The Errol
Flynn
Flynn episode. She says, "Tiver me shimbers." That episode really did buckle my swash. FYI, the expression "in like Flynn," which I referenced, was in reference to
Which I
Errol.
wrote.
which I wrote, was in reference to Errol and his real life shenanigans,
His sexual escapades.
like statutory rape, womanizing, hard drinking, and
a little loose
generally wild behavior off screen.
It was the 40s. What are you
The
gonna do?
coroner said he had. Well, I mean, when the life expectancy is what, like
The dirty 40s.
like the life expectancy is like 20.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you become an adult at age 5.
Yeah.
don't go down that road. Don't go down that road. The coroner said he had the body of an 85-year-old.
From smoking and drinking so much.
I mean, like what, like stuffed inside of him? Where did he have that body?
Yeah.
Well, he died at like 50, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
50.
So
Live hard and fast.
leave a good-looking corpse. She also said, I put out there, what's a movie that holds up as well as Captain Blood did? Because I really was astounded at how well it held up. I was shocked because you watch a lot of the movies. I'm kind of repeating myself. You watch a lot of movies from that time. It's like, oh, who enjoys this still?
Yeah.
You know, like they're. But like,
Have you though? Have you watched a movie from that time?
I will try to every so often.
I never have. That's the first one I actually
Yeah.
tried that I hadn't already seen, like Wizard of Oz or something.
Did she say It's a Wonderful Life?
Yes,
Okay.
she did. So
Figured.
she said, "It's a Wonderful Life." The Biscuit Eater. I don't even like that. That seems like she's making that up.
Yeah.
So, Son of a Biscuit Eater, Double Indemnity, How Green Was My Valley, Song of Bernadette, Citizen Kane, Casablanca, The Grapes of Wrath, Too Many to List, and Mr. Sardonicus. I don't know what that is.
Do you know what any of the others were?
Yeah, and then it goes without saying, but Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind.
Mr. Sardonicus was like crowd interactive, and it was like, I want to say it was 30s. Yeah, it had to be 30s. You would go to the movie and see it, and there were multiple endings. And so they would like...
I feel like he's messing with us
No.
now.
They would like say, they would
Like
ask
the
you
first
like...
iteration of like a viral marketing campaign or something.
You would vote, like the audience would vote on whether or not Mr. Sardonicus, got the good ending, he lived or died. And so they would like hold up these cards and they would just show the ending that the audience voted for.
So like it's Mr. Bill or something? I don't understand.
No, he was
That's
like
a choose your own adventure movie.
he's like a jokery kind of guy. His face is frozen in like a rictus grin.
Oh, I've seen that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's freaky. He looks like the guy from American Horror Story, the carnival one, whatever. I don't remember. Casablanca 100% holds up. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Nope.
It's an incredible film. It really is. Like
Is that anything like Casablanca?
yeah.
Is
That
are they related?
Casablanca was one of my favorite movies.
What did I say? Casablanca.
Casablanca.
Whatever, man. Whatever, Cordy. How Green? I haven't seen the other ones. Grapes of Wrath.
Is Casablanca
I've seen.
the movie? Is it two separate words? Is it Casa Blanca?
No, it's one word.
Okay. No, I was just curious if it was like meant to be like a Spanish word or if it's meant to be.
Well, they're in.
What's in like Tangiers or
Yeah.
Morocco
Which is
or
where
Morocco,
Casablanca
yeah.
is.
Obviously, my opinions on Wizard of Oz have been stated. So
I think Spanish is the main
You
language
really
of
hate the
Morocco.
original Wizard of Oz.
I just
I
don't
thought I thought you were joking it up because you hated the Wiz so bad.
I
but-
mean, the Wiz is a nightmare that I'm still trying to wake up
and
from.
the Wizard of Oz is a dream.
I just don't love it, man. I don't love it. I just don't understand. Like when there's so many other movies that are better than the Wizard of Oz, and it's like, oh, Wizard of Oz is the number 3 greatest movie of all time. Like,
Nostalgia.
no,
Nostalgia's powerful.
nostalgia is
hell of a
powerful. Nostalgia.
Nostalgia's a hell of a drug.
But I just don't love it. I don't know. Anyway, I feel the same way kind of about like E.T. too. I didn't see E.T. until I was in my 20s. And so
Yeah.
like that was kind of lost on me.
I think we saw that like at the drive-in.
I love the
I was
drive-in.
like 6 or 5.
They did last week at the drive-in was Little Shop of Horrors and Incredibles 2. Those are the 2 movies. Anyway, drive-in.
Yeah.
Gooder than
Let's drive on.
and drive on. Before we get to MGT Light, I want to thank Winters. I'm recording with him, so tonight.
Justin Winters from the So I Married a Movie Geek podcast.
I wasn't done yet.
People at this point, nobody
Everyone should
needs
know
that.
Yeah. I wasn't done with my thank you. No, but I'm going to be on an episode that'll be airing this. So it'll be airing 2 days ago. So when this has been aired, of course, like I said before, I want to thank the Bad Reception for having me and Elise on. That was a lot of fun. And of course, in between us recording, I was on the Two Peas on a Pod podcast with Gerald, who's a Patreon supporter extraordinaire, where we did our top 5 Queen songs in memoriam of Bohemian Rhapsody in honor of. There we go. But
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody did not die.
no, did it though?
No.
No, it didn't. And it was all the songs that weren't Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
That was the caveat on that there. So.
Well, Donnie and I would like to thank people too, because we did a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I don't have to list it all, but we did some cool stuff.
These are all podcast things. So, podcast related. MGT Light?
MGT Light.
Yeah.
It's good.
This episode is brought to you by WeAreDapperTies.com. We Are Dapper Ties is a company created by brothers Andrew and Julian who believe that feeling and looking great should be an affordable right for all. So whether you're wearing a suit and tie daily, heading to your first interview, an advocate of classy dates, or you just need good-looking ties, you need a Dapper Tie. Andrew and Julian have carefully curated beautiful designs to offer you a selection of knitted, elegant, unique, and affordable ties. Go to WeAreDapperTies.com and enter the promo code GOODER to get a free shipping on all your orders all over the U.S. Dapper Ties. Smart, affordable fashion.
It's good.
I have been watching the show Spaced. Have you guys ever heard of it?
Negative.
Donnie? Okay, so you guys know Edgar Wright, correct? He did Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Baby Driver. He wrote a TV show in the mid 90s for BBC. Someone's going to say, it wasn't BBC, it was Channel 4. Whatever. British television. So stupid.
Over here, it's BBC.
Yeah, whatever. It's all British to us. But it was just the British TV shows, of course, they're notoriously, short. Like there's only 1 or 2 seasons.
And there's like 5 years between each
Exactly, yeah.
series, which is what they call season,
Yeah, series.
while they're eating their chips and their crisps.
Do love some crisps. But it stars Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, basically anybody.
All the guys.
Basically, if they were in Shaun of the Dead, they were in Spaced.
Okay.
Like there's almost everybody was in it.
Is it like sci-fi? It takes place in space?
No.
Or they're just-
Spaced is
Are they high?
Yeah.
Yes, it's most of the time they are. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but Spaced, it's more of like it's about flatmates. That's basically what it is.
Okay.
So, but it's only 2 series. I say seasons, series, and they're only like 7 episodes. But you see all like Shaun of the Dead is almost an in joke to the show Spaced.
Okay.
So it's like all the like different things where they show them like clinking glasses and like cutting to another place real quick. And then they even make the joke like, hey, your boyfriend's on the phone. He says, not my boyfriend. Hey, babe. And, but anyway, I thoroughly have been enjoying it. And it's real short. It's 25 minutes long and there's only like 14 total episodes.
And this series ran before Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, way before. Like they're young. Like they're like 25, 26.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, they look the exact same. Yeah. I mean, like, but anyway, I just, I had seen that it was on, I had seen it on a list of, because I've been really into watching like lighter shows. Like there's so many shows that are just like dark and heavy and everything. And all the movies we watch and everything. I just want something light and easy. And so British television basically like has that for me. And so watch Spaced. I'm like, Spaced? How did I miss this? Anyway, it was on Prime and we have Prime now. And so is my laundry folding thing. But anyway, and then I also started watching The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross. I have never seen an episode.
Are you okay, dude?
I'm doing great. Yeah.
That's something people watch when they need to be lifted up out of a dark place.
That's the thing is that it just kind of reflects my like attitude and it's just very soothing.
I've never watched it, but I mean, there's so many Bob Ross memes. We all like know like how chill that guy is.
So, but like watching it, like, it is so uplifting and like honestly mesmerizing. I want to start painting because Bob Ross says that I can if I want to. No, I just find it uplifting. And yeah, by the way, I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Just check. No, but I appreciate it. It's good. But that's what I mean, other than just like
I
living
too
life.
have been watching a light and jaunty TV series.
Okay, let me guess what it is.
Mr. Robot.
Oh, it's right. Yeah.
It is not light and jaunty.
No.
That show is freaking awesome. I've watched the first season and I haven't gotten into the second season yet, but way more like mind twisty than I was expecting.
More so than you think than the joy of painting.
Probably a little bit more, yeah.
Okay.
But just the acting, you know, I love Christian Slater. Very well cast. Just super riveting. Like I am enjoying the hell out of it.
And it's Rami Malek who plays Freddie Mercury in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've heard nothing but good stuff about it. Just haven't watched it. It's USA, right?
Yeah, which is weird.
That's really weird.
I wouldn't have placed it there, but yeah, there you go.
Elise watches Suits on USA. So like USA does come up on our TV watching time, which is not something that everyone's like, oh yeah, USA is a big fan of that that channel. So yeah, you've been talking about Mr. Robot and just how much you've been enjoying it.
Highly recommend it.
I haven't watched any cool TV lately. I've been watching 90 Day Fiance pretty much.
How's that going?
Oh,
okay.
Have you seen that show?
No, please explain it to me. Okay, no, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
So is it online? Is online dating? Or is it
that's
arranged marriages?
No, it's not. None of it has been arranged marriages, honestly.
Okay.
So I mean, the premise of the show is basically there's somebody that lives in America and they fall in love with somebody who lives in another country, and so they apply for a K-1 visa.
Oh,
and what that allows is that your partner can come over to the country for 90 days.
Okay.
And then you have 90 days to get married, or they have to go back to their country of origin.
Yeah. Well,
and so,
kinda. I'm
sure there's some,
Yeah, my
Some
wife and I
subtlety to it.
have been through the K1 process. And
Actually,
it's-
I told Donnie about this show years ago, back when he first started dating Millie.
yeah, we've watched like a season or two of the show, and there's stuff about it that is odd for us. Like we're like, they don't come here and you have 90 days to make your decision. If you're at that stage and you've paid those fees, like you've made your
already know you're
decision
gonna
to
get
get married, and
Yeah.
you just have to do it in that time. But yeah, some of it seems off for us, or maybe these people are just monumentally stupid.
Well, the thing is they're probably following dozens of couples, and the
Yeah.
ones who do it right, it's probably boring and it's not
Yeah.
worthy of being on TV. So they just
Like-
pick the ones who do it the worst.
Yeah.
Right, like yours
That
would have been
makes
actually
sense.
really smooth and everything. So do they show them 3 different fiancés, and like one is like a real fixer-upper, one is like at their budget but like doesn't come furnished.
It's not by a bride.
It's not House Hunters.
No, no,
House
no.
Hunters International. So
But it's a very interesting show, and like the whole time you're like screaming at these people like, you guys should not be together. This is a bad idea. They'll usually pick like one couple. You're like, okay, this is heartwarming. I want these two to make it. You know, I want everything to go smooth. But you have to deal with all kinds of issues, which obviously Donnie didn't have to deal with. But like a lot of families who just are not accepting of whoever this person is, are super skeptical, and they just kind of treat them like crap. Like, oh, you're here just for a green card, but it's an interesting show.
I mean, don't come here. It's bad. It's bad here.
That's what's really interesting about this season. So I mean, if
like,
you're
it's
watching
not
this
good.
season,
I'm not saying like I'm not trying to say like, oh, stay in your place. Like I'm serious. Like I'm warning you. Things aren't great here.
Yeah.
Like this is not the time
and
that
that's
you want to
the
move
thing.
here.
There's like this old American dream that everyone believes that like, oh, everyone wants to come to America. So it's really funny. All the families that are from America, they're basically telling their daughter, whoever it is that's dating somebody from another country, they're saying like, oh, they just want to come here for the green card. The interesting thing about this season, and this is spoilers, so tune out,
You're okay, guys.
is that every single couple, the person who came from another country comes over on this K-1 visa and they're like, I just want to go back. Like, this is not where I want to be. And they're like, come with me. So there's like this one guy from Moldova. I hope I said that correctly. Kind of like an Eastern European country.
I assume that from the Dolva.
Yeah.
Former Soviet.
Yeah, like
bloc.
he's dating an American girl, and the dad's like, "Oh, you're just here to get a green card," and he's like, "No, I actually want to go back to Moldova," you know.
Yeah.
And then the dad's pissed about that. Like they're just gonna the family's just gonna find something
Always
to be
the
mad
dads,
about.
man.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
Take
It's tough.
take a dad's daughter from
Tough
him.
being
It's
a
tough.
dad.
Yeah.
Oh, I will lose. my.
Yeah. It's a good show though. I definitely recommend it.
It's always funny what TV you end up watching. Like when you're in your 30s.
I started watching this one. I was sick one day and I was just
Yeah.
laying in bed and I turned on the TV and like it just was randomly on this channel and I was like, I'm gonna flip the channel and just kept watching.
Right.
30 seconds later, I'm gonna change this channel.
Like a train wreck.
Yeah, like 5 minutes later, like I don't even care about the show, but I'm just gonna change the channel. And
You're wrong for him.
by the end of the day, I'd watched like 2 seasons of it. I found it, and I told April, I was like, "You gotta watch this show. It's really good."
But I was. It's so funny that you say that too, because I said like early 20s, Chris, when I got married, would have been like all the different shows that I watch are just stupid.
Yeah.
Like, and especially like as a kid. But now I'm like, you know what? That granite countertop really does make the kitchen pop. Like, you're right. It does. It looks great.
It's a full splash. I like that.
I like that. Writing it down in my notebook. So, but no, or like mine is like, if you would have told me that like my shows that I really enjoyed were a blacksmithing show, cooking shows, and like British sitcoms. Well, British sitcoms actually would have made my list. But like back in like early 20s, oh yeah, I just want like raw violence and everything. Like, no, like you tone it down after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I may or may not watch. I'll watch one so I can have a conversation with you about it. But
It's definitely engaging.
Yeah.
But
fiance.
But yeah, it's hard for us to watch because we've been through that process. But like, we'll be watching it, and they do take the worst, so it's more telegenic. We're like, oh my god, both of you people are fucking retarded, and your families are trash.
Yeah.
Like your families are monsters on both sides.
There are some awful people.
Everyone moved to somewhere else.
You shouldn't be married, and you shouldn't even be on this planet.
You can get married if you promise not to have kids. We also got to play X-Wing. So Corey and Donnie baptized me in fire, and we played. It was a ton of fun.
Cold space.
Cold space. Well, I blew up, so there was fire for a split second.
We all blew up on our team.
Yeah. But me and Donnie were on a team, and we played, we were X-Wings.
Against me and my brother.
And who were TIE Fighters.
Yeah.
And anyway, blast. I didn't immediately go out and buy things for it, but I did. Because let's face it, I'll just use theirs.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I'll just use theirs whenever. They're the only 2 guys that I'll play with. But I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The game is very intuitive, very easy to pick up, especially if you're even just a casual tabletop player. Like the rules are really easy.
Casual.
You're just a filthy casual. So no, but like I played multiple tabletop games, and of course with other figurines, like we've talked about me playing HeroClix. But anyway, the rules are very easily translate. But I enjoyed it, so
cool. I'm glad you liked it.
I really liked it. Yeah. And
it actually was surprisingly well balanced. The whole time I was just like, God, they have so many upgrades. Like we're gonna get smashed, and somehow the rolls just went our way.
I will do Corey for a second. Hey, it's me, Corey. You know, from the TV. X-Wings are OP. And scene. So, but you did win. So
we did win.
It was close. Like everybody, all 4 players were like down to one
hit left. Yeah. 1 hit.
But like, if you haven't played, like watch it online. I mean, just watch how it's played. The miniatures are gorgeous.
Yeah,
like
cool.
they're the paint. There's some of them are they have movable pieces. The X-Wing, the X-foils on the X-Wing, some of them do lock and unlock, and it's really cool. Yeah. So
it's totally accessible if you have a 3x3 space to play in and like $1,000 a month of disposable income. Then what's stopping you?
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Especially with like all the new factions they're adding to it. It's like what?
Yeah.
Oh, the next wave is Clone Wars stuff. There's gonna be like a Sith infiltrator and vulture droids and
oh man,
new stuff.
So good. Yeah, I enjoyed it though. It was a lot of fun.
Should get into just to collect the ships.
I mean, I collect.
Just to display.
Yeah, I definitely don't have enough.
Yeah,
I have stuff. That box that is behind you is more stuff that I need to display.
Yeah,
and I don't have room.
Chris has got his collectible fetish
I got my stuff
squared away.
I'm good. After you guys leave, I got Red Dead Redemption 2, so I finally get to see if the balls of the horses really do
shrink
go up and down with the cold. Then I have a new Lego set. I'm going to be building it. So it's
just a crisp play weekend.
Yeah, the girls, everyone's out of town. They went with Elise went with her mom. They went to the coast and for girls' week, and they actually just texted, "We're here safe," so that's good. And that's pretty much it.
So I thought they were coming back tomorrow.
They are coming back tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. They drove up there earlier today, and then it's dark outside. We would think it was midnight right now.
Yeah.
We're recording at night, and then so I don't.
Yeah, I don't get get distracted by dogs and roadrunners.
I know we left the window open just so that Corey and Donnie could kind of.
There's a black dog out there. You just can't see it.
Yeah.
It's right by the window.
There's a skin
tapping on the window.
There's a
with its little
skinwalker
claw.
tapping on my window right now.
I assume I'm surrounded by black dogs at all times.
The one behind that door.
Yeah.
You don't know because the door's shut.
It's fine.
shut.
The door's
So
shut.
you're safe, yeah.
Yeah.
So I do want to give a slight spoiler for next week's episode.
What?
We are testing out. Someone finally took us up. Actually, multiple people did, but we're previewing one of a replacement for Objectively Gooder. Stay tuned.
I thought you were going to say a replacement for Big D. I was like, I'm out. I'm free.
Freedom! But that's it for me, right? I mean, you got anything or?
You can be out. I've got 30 more minutes now.
Yeah.
I'm good.
We've been doing a lot apparently of TV watching.
Yeah.
You know, when the winter hits, it gets colder. I put the fire in the fireplace.
That's a good place for
Yeah,
it.
good place for it.
I also have a fire.
Where else would you
Good
have a
call,
fire?
buddy.
I have a fire pit too, so sometimes I put it out there in the pit.
You could. There's not like one fire that you place. You
There's
could build
the-
a fire in the fire
there's-
pit and in the fireplace.
There's the eternal flame that I keep on the brazier outside. That I bring
Brayton
in
Brazier.
the Brayton brazier. I mean, Donnie doesn't understand what it's like to have a name that gets mispronounced. If someone mispronounces car, they should be hit over the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
But
I
with
might do
us-
that anyway, even if you don't mispronounce
But
it.
with Say-Sox and everything, like there's just no, and Bratton.
Well, if you have even the slightest inkling of knowledge about the French language, Sasso is pretty easy.
Yeah, you know what?
Most people are not as intelligent as you are.
Yeah.
That is true.
Most people I've come across do not get it.
That is probably the truest thing you've ever uttered. But still, come on.
So bad. But that is going to do it for us in the MGT Recording Bunker. We really appreciate you rating, reviewing, and subscribing to the podcast on the Apple Podcast app or wherever, you subscribe. If you think you know anyone who'd like our show, tell them about us. Please follow us on Twitter at MGT Podcast or on Instagram and Facebook at More Gooder Than. Email us at moregootherthan@gmail.com. Call the hotline at 661-489-7323 and visit our website, mgtpodcast.com, where you can support us via Patreon, like the mother flipping Galindo, of course, who's next week. His episode is, for him, and our great and powerful sponsor, Nan, and the rest of the Sacred Grove. While you're there, you can buy a nice
Locked and bolted bedroom door with our logo on it.
from our merch page. MGT logo designed by Mary Madewell. Home Tree logo designed by Nan Nicholson. R.I.P. Who spiked the puns. And of course, we're a proud member of the Podfix Network. Follow us on Twitter at Podfix and go to podfixnetwork.com to see the full lineup of shows and of course me. And actually, so today it'll be me and Wes from VHS. We'll be discussing the NFL recap for Week 11. Chris has to take the week off. So go paint some happy little trees. Have some happy accidents. It's bye from me, Chris, and Corey.
Later.
And Donnie.
See ya.
This was a podcast from the Podfix Network. You can check out more shows like it at podfixnetwork.com. Ready?
Get some.
Get some. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.